Hi and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Bhavna Durgam and I make content based on self-growth, wellness and lifestyle. And as you can tell, I love reading. And so in today's video, I'm going to be sharing the 12 books that you must read in 2022. The first book is The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo by Taylor Jenkins Reid, and this book was so addictive that I finished it in 2 days' time. So the story is about a magazine journalist, Monique Grant, who is called to write a book about the yesteryear Hollywood star Evelyn Hugo. And Evelyn Hugo shares her story about how she climbed the ladder to become one of the biggest stars in Hollywood during her time, as well as marrying seven husbands along the way. And I think the end was so surprising that I was very shocked, and that is why I recommend this book to you today. The second book is Factfulness by Hans Rosling, and this is one of the most interesting books that I have read in 2021. Hans's main goal while writing this book was to show us that the world isn't as bad as it seems and to share the improvement and the development that we have gone through as humankind. And I recommend this book as it is an eye-opener and it gives us hope that the world isn't going to be as bad as we think it will be. The third book is November 9 by Colleen Hoover. Now I'm a huge Colleen Hoover fan, but this has to be one of my favorite books of hers. So in this book, the leads, Ben and Fallon, meet on November 9th, the day that Fallon was supposed to move across the country. So they decided to spend the day together and feel an instant attraction. So now they decided to start a tradition where they meet on November 9th every year, and they did so for a couple of years until Fallon realized that Ben was lying to her. And the end had such a shocking twist that I couldn't stop thinking about this book for days, which is why I decided to share this book as one of the books that you have to read this year. The fourth book is Make Your Bed by William H. McRaven, and this book was the last book that I read in 2021 and it was truly life-changing. So in this book, the author, who is a Navy SEAL, tells us the 10 rules of life that we must follow through a series of real-life examples, which I found really inspiring, which is why I am suggesting that you read this book. The fifth book is The Palace of Illusions by Chitra Banerjee Divakaruni. And I really love this book mainly because of two reasons. Number one, it is beautifully written, and number two, it explains the Mahabharata through Draupadi's perspective, which gives you a fresh outlook on this Indian epic. And she's my favorite Indian author, so how could I not recommend her book? The sixth book is Shoe Dog by Phil Knight, and this is one of my most favorite autobiographies that I have ever read. And in this book, Phil Knight, who is the founder of Nike, takes us through the journey of how Nike went on to become one of the best brands in the world. And I found this book so inspiring and so motivating that I couldn't stop reading this. I think I finished this in about 2 days' time. So I think everyone must read this book just to understand what goes into building a great brand. The seventh book is one of the most beautiful books that I have ever read in my life, and that is Where the Crawdads Sing by Delia Owens. So this book transports you into a world which is so beautiful yet so cruel to our main protagonist, Kya Clark. And it is also a book which is a mix of love story and a murder mystery, and I found it very interesting to read, especially because the end will leave you very shocked. So I think this is a must read for everyone. The eighth book is Tuesdays with Morrie by Mitch Albom, and this book is filled with so many gems of wisdom and it has you in tears in the end. So the author Mitch wrote this book based on his professor Morrie, who is diagnosed with a life-ending disease called the ALS. And so the author used to meet his teacher Morrie every Tuesday, and every Tuesday Morrie used to teach him one lesson. So this book is filled with all the lessons that the author has learned from his teacher, and it was so inspiring and life-changing that I cannot tell you. It is one of my most favorite books, and I think you must read this. The ninth book is The House in the Cerulean Sea by T.J. Klune. And this book gives me a lot of Harry Potter vibes, mainly because the main character, Linus, who is a caseworker with the department in charge of magical youth, also known as DICOM, he is sent to this house or an orphanage in the middle of the Cerulean Sea. And this orphanage holds 6 magical children, and how he has to investigate to see if the orphanage is safe and if the children are safe to be left alive. And I found this book very, very, very interesting and very fun, and it took me back to the old Harry Potter days. So I think it is a very fun read. The 10th book is Educated by Tara Westover. So Tara Westover grew up in a family of 7 siblings and parents who did not believe in the education system, the medical system, or the government. And she grew up with a very mentally and emotionally abusive father and a physically abusive brother. And at the age of 16, she decides to leave her family and go get an education. So the story is about her life from her childhood to the day she leaves to get educated till the day she gets a PhD, and everything that she had to go through, all the sacrifices that she had to make to get that PhD degree. And I think this story helped me gain a sense of privilege, helped me see the amount of privilege, the amount of good fortune that I have had in my life. And so I think this is a very, very, very good read. The 11th and the second last book for today is Dark Places by Gillian Flynn. Now, Gillian Flynn is one of my most favorite authors, but her books are so dark, intense and triggering that it is not for the faint of heart. Now, this book, Dark Places, is about the Days who were murdered except for 2 people, which is Ben Day and Libby Day, and how Libby Day at 7 years of age convicts her brother Ben Day to be the murderer. And about 24 years later, she starts to realize that her story may not have been as true as she thought it was, and how she starts investigating to see who actually murdered her family. So this book was very, very interesting, and the end was something that was so different that it was very unexpected, and I was very shocked to have reached the end of the book. So this is one of my most favorite murder mystery books, I think, of all times. So please do give this a read. Now we talk about the 12th and the final book of this video, which is The Power of Habit by Charles Duhigg. Now, this is one of my most favorite books of all time, and in this book the author explains how habits are formed and the science behind habit formation, and he gives us so many wonderful examples of how brands market and exploit our habits to ensure that we buy their products, which I found very interesting. So I think this was one book that all of us should give a read. And with that, we come to the end of this video. Let me know what books you will be reading this year in the comment section below. If you like this video, don't forget to like, share and subscribe for more such content. Wishing you a very happy new year, and until next time, bye-bye.